class. Melancholy as the truth may be to the dealers in human flesh. No constitutional change, no legislative enactments, no human contract, no agreement can save the accursed system of human bondage from the death and decay to which God and nature have doomed it.
Bravo! Bravo!
Who is it?
Garrison.
Come in.
I must speak to your father.
Garrison.
Sorry to disturb you like this. I should have known it. The very thing we were afraid of has happened. But we never dreamed the reaction would be this great. Your book, my dear fellow. You've named your masters. You've marked yourself for the fugitive catchers, my dear man.
I had no choice. My effectiveness as a speaker was diminished. The enemies of our cause claim that I'm a fraud, that no slave could be so literate.
You've talked of taking our message to Great Britain.
Yes, yes.
This seems a propitious time for such a journey. Giving time for this trouble to blow over.
Frederick, Mr. Garrison may be right.
But Anna, that means I'll have to leave you and the children for a while.
But you still have your freedom.
So we can't persuade you to stay in England.
It's been over a year. I must go back to you. It's not an easy decision. The British people have taken me to their hearts.
Have you any plans, Frederick?
Oh, yes. When I get back, there'll be speeches and more speeches, and meetings and more meetings. But, Julia, I'm thinking of starting a newspaper. I want to call it the North Star.
If you do, I'd like to help. I could raise funds, sell
It would be a most
subscriptions here in
humanitarian
England.
indeed, Miss Richardson. But I fear the reaction of our abolitionists at home.
Why should anyone object?
Do you agree, Mr. Garrison?
But let's speak to Mr. Douglas.
The more that's known about slavery, the better. Don't you agree, Frederick?
Frederick, my sister and I have hired an agent who has been in contact with Hugh Auld. He is willing to sell you.
Sell? To you?
Well, as soon as the transaction is completed, we can give you your freedom.
Freedom. Freedom.
Welcome home, Papa.
Hey, Rosetta. Mama. I like this. That's good, David.
Thank you very much.
Rosetta! Please out the door, please.
Yes, Papa. Oh, Papa! It's Mrs. Tubman.
Harriet! Oh, my goodness. So good to see you.
Frederick.
Rosetta, lock the door.
Ooh, a warm stove is sure a welcome sight.
Harriet, this is my friend from England, Julia Griffiths. She's been helping to straighten out the paper's financing.
I'm so honored, Mrs. Tubman. I've heard so much about you. Even in England, your work is known.
I'm just an old lady that loves doing a lot of walking in the great outdoors.
Most times at night.
And she's fond of bloodhounds, too.
Wherever I go, I hear folks talking about John Brown.
Brown, we're indebted to you for your deeds in Kansas. They say you freed over 100 slaves.
Several hundred. We escaped just ahead of the, shall we say, friendly posse. Douglas, my words are for your ears only.
What do you mean by that?
I intend to seize Harper's Ferry. I want you at my side.
Seize the town?
Yes. First, we'll capture the army arsenal. Then we'll hold the leading citizens hostage until the slaves are freed.
But don't you see, you can't fight the entire United States Army alone. You and your men are overwhelmingly outnumbered. They'll annihilate you.
But this mission will arouse all America. It will force the people to take action against this damnable institution.
John, you know I have supported and will continue to support you in all of your other efforts. But my dear friend, this scheme is doomed to failure. This is the wrong place. This is suicide, man.
Whether we live or die, this deed must be done.
Shields, for the love of God.
Mr. Douglas, I believe I'll go with the old man.
Because of events in Harper's Ferry, the press and much of the public have declared John Brown to be truly mad. But he is not. John Brown is a man who simply believes the Declaration of Independence to be true, and the Bible to be a guide to human conduct. The future will write John's epitaph upon the hearts of a people freed from slavery. Like Samson, he laid his hands upon the pillars of this great national temple of cruelty and blood. And when he fell, that temple began to crumble to its final doom.